Hi everyone, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I cover oily skin, hooded eyes, and beauty. So I am super excited about this video because Merit Beauty was kind enough to gift me their Great Skin Instant Glow Serum for me to try out for my oily skin subscribers in preparation for their Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale, which by the way is the only sale of the year. So if you've been wanting to try out any of their products or stock up on any items that you love, you have until the 28th to get 20% off every single item on the website. Also, every order ships with their signature bag. So it is this corduroy makeup bag that you can tie in a knot. And if you're like me and carry a big purse, it is definitely small enough to fit in your purse and it's big enough to fit all of your Merit Beauty products. And I think they also advertise this kind of like a clutch bag as well. I think it's really cute and I think it's kind of simple. It's not like flashy or anything, kind of like Merit Beauty. It's like very simple, very elegant. I think it's super cute. So yay. Now I've only been using this serum for about a few days now, so it is just a little bit too early to see the benefits of this serum. So I will get back with you guys after about a month's use and I'll let you know my overall thoughts. But before we get into my first impressions, let's go ahead and get into the benefits of the serum. This claims to be a lightweight bi-phase serum that instantly hydrates and plumps skin for a healthy glow. Okay, so whenever I was testing out the serum, I wanted to see how well it paired with Merit Beauty's Complexion stick, and I also wanted to see how well it paired with my favorite powder foundation, which is the Maybelline Superstay. So day one is my first impression with Merit Beauty's Complexion stick, so let's roll the tape. Okay, so I have absolutely nothing on my skin right now. The directions do say to use this right before your moisturizer, and if you have oily or combination to oily skin, you should use 1 to 2 pumps. I'm gonna try one because I have really oily skin, and then I'm gonna let this serum just kind of like sink into my skin to see if I need moisturizer after that. We'll go ahead and see. Okay, so before we put this on, let's go ahead and talk about the packaging and just how beautiful it is. Of course, I love the gold accents, and this comes in a glass bottle, so it feels really luxurious and just really nice. Okay, so the directions do say to shake this up before you put it on, so let's mix this. All right, and then it looks like that right after you shake it. Now let's do the one pump. Let's get that all over my hands and press it into my skin. It doesn't smell like anything. So of course this does have some oil in here. So it definitely feels like an oil, but it feels really lightweight. I'm just going to get that oil into the creases of my nose. Just really kind of work it into my skin. I'm just gonna take some down to the neck as well. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit for a minute, let my skin really absorb this. Alrighty, so it's been a few minutes and I kind of feel like I need just a little bit more serum on the forehead. The rest of my skin actually feels nice and hydrated, and I don't think that I'm gonna be using moisturizer on top of this because I kind of feel like this did the job. So I'm going to do just maybe the smallest bit. I think with the colder months, I am definitely gonna need just a little bit more moisture than normal. Okay, so I am gonna wait just a few more minutes just to let that serum really sink into my skin, and then we're gonna see how it pairs with the complexion stick. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply it on one side of my face. All right, now I'm just gonna blend this out with Merit Beauty's foundation brush. I do feel like I need another layer, so let me just layer this up really quick. Okay, so I am seeing just a bit of texture with me layering that, and I normally don't get that with this foundation. Let me do a close-up so that way you guys can see. I'm not sure just how well you can see like all of that texture. My skin is looking pretty dry, and you can see here on this side that I don't really have dry skin. That's really weird. I'm wondering if I should use my moisturizer on top of the serum, kind of like how the directions say to do so for this serum. It says use this underneath your moisturizer. So I'm hoping that's going to prevent the texture that is going on over here on this side. So let me just put on my moisturizer really quick. Now we're back and we are going to try this again. Okay, so I am going to be using a different brush just because I've noticed that whenever I use stick foundations, it's better to kind of press the foundation into your skin instead of using circular motions. And this one's just a little bit more dense and just like the bristles are kind of shorter, so it can really get in there and not like move around. So we're also going to try that. Okay, perfect. I should have just followed the directions. I just normally don't need that much moisturizer. So yeah, just follow the directions and you will be good. So let's do a close-up so that way you guys can see both sides. Okay, so here's what my forehead is looking like. This is the side with the serum plus moisturizer, and then this is just the serum. Okay, so here is the side with the serum and the moisturizer, and this is just looking so much smoother. There is zero texture. It looks so good. Okay, and then of course here is the right side with the texture, the dryness, and this was the side where I only used the serum. Okay, so I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna see if I can fix this side and I'll be right back. So I'm back with the rest of my makeup and I was not able to fix this side. It just still looks very textured. But this side is looking so beautiful and just so glowy and so smooth, and my skin feels super hydrated. So I can't wait to see what this looks like in a few hours. I will be right back to let you guys know. Here we are 10 hours later, so let's take a look at my face. So I do see some oil that has come through on my T-zone, but honestly, it looks like a natural glow. I honestly don't feel like I'm wearing a grease mask. I don't feel like a grease ball at all. I'm actually really happy with the results after a 10-hour wear. Let's go ahead and do a close-up so that way you guys can see. Here's what my forehead is looking like. Just a bit shinier than this morning, but still looking so good. And here's the left side of my face, the side where I use the serum and the moisturizer. It is still looking very beautiful, very smooth. I do have foundation missing from my nose, but that's very common. I blow my nose all the time, so it is always missing. Anyway, it is still looking very beautiful. And then the right side where I used only the serum, it is still looking very textured. And then of course the same thing when it comes to the nose, my foundation is gone. Today is day 2 and I have absolutely nothing on my face. So let's go ahead and put this on. And like we learned from last time, we're gonna be using 2 pumps all over the face. I also wanted to bring up that anytime I touch my face turns red. I am super sensitive, so it's not the serum, it is just me touching my face. All right, so I'm just gonna let my skin soak this up for a few minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back and I realized that 2 pumps might be just a little bit too much for me. I think I'm gonna stick to 1.5 pumps. So I'm just gonna get my tissue and soak up the excess serum. So I am following up with my moisturizer. I'm just putting a thin layer on. I do wanna see how this serum works underneath my powder foundation. So I am gonna be wearing my Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation today. So I'm just gonna let this moisturizer just kind of sink in just a little bit and I'll be right back. It's looking pretty good so far. No texture, no patchiness, no dryness. All right, I am back with the rest of my makeup, so let's take a look at my face. Okay, so even though I'm wearing a lot of powder makeup, I'm wearing powder foundation, powder bronzer, powder blush, powder highlighter, I honestly feel super moisturized and just super hydrated underneath all of this powder. And not only that, my makeup looks so nice. So let's go ahead and do a close-up so that way you guys can see. So here's what my forehead is looking like. Really nice and smooth. And the left side of my face, also nice and smooth. And of course, the exact same thing on the right side. Here we are 10 hours later, so let's take a look at my face. So I do have some oil that has peeked through this makeup, but it honestly looks like a natural glow. I don't see any major creasing, any major transfer. I do still feel very hydrated without feeling like I'm a grease ball or like I'm wearing a grease mask. It still looks really nice. Let's go ahead and do a close-up so that way you guys can see what I'm seeing. So here's what my forehead is looking like, just a bit shiny, but not too much. And the left side of my face, just a bit shiny. I do have some foundation transfer from my nose, but that is very common. And then of course the exact same thing on the right side, just a bit shiny and some foundation missing from my nose. Okay guys, let's go over my overall thoughts with this product here. Now that I've decided to follow the directions of this serum, I can definitely see that it stays true to its benefits. It is lightweight, it keeps me hydrated all day, and it gives me that instant glow. I am wearing it right now as well with my Merit Beauty makeup products, and my skin is just looking so glowy and just so beautiful. Okay guys, so as of right now, this serum is definitely oily skin approved, and like I said earlier, I'm gonna continue using this, and then I will follow up with you guys after about a month to let you know my overall thoughts. Now, just like in all of my other videos, I do have an affiliate link down in the description box below, just in case you are curious about trying out the serum or any of their other products online. Like I said earlier, they are having a Black Friday sale and Cyber Monday sale, which ends on the 28th. And again, it's 20% off all individual items. So I kind of feel like right now would be the best time to try it out in case if you are curious. If you do plan on buying anything from their website, let me know down in the description box below. I am curious to see what you want to try. And if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thanks.